final push to get this farm just crack-a-lacking.
Yeah, good morning guys and welcome. Up on the screen, the Panhandling Bosshog bum, Brian Granville Smith, yes, a foreigner farming in the Philippines, who, by the way, came to the Philippines 6 years ago. In his introduction video on his YouTube channel, he said, "Follow my wife and I as we pursue our dream project of owning and running a farm for profit in the Philippines." It did add, without any pension and without any savings. So 6 years ago, Bosshog created a problem, because that's what panhandlers do. They have a problem and they want Joe Public, or in Bosshog's case, is simpletons, to solve that problem by sending donations. And it's well documented that for the past 6 years, that's all this Ebegging scumbag has ever done. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be looking at the way Bosshog softly ebeggs. He has transferred panhandling onto the internet via his YouTube channel, and he's now a top 1% ebegger on the island of Bohol. And with that in mind, guys, I'm going to show you some clips taken from his last live stream on Sunday. Listen to the panhandling ebegger in action.
I've decided what we're going to do. So look, we need, I know I had said in previous videos that we would be buying more seeds. We needed another can, in fact, but look, it's always about the pesos here on the farm. And so what we're going to do is we're going to just, I haven't even told Marcel yet, I made up my mind last night. What we're going to do is we're going to, as silly as it seems, we're going to buy 2 or 3 squash in town and save the seeds out of it.
So there you are, guys, the panhandler, the broke ass, sitting there telling people he's got to go to the market and buy squash to take the seeds out so they can plant them. Wasn't this the same person who a few months ago told the world he was going to grow and harvest 1 ton of squash a week? And yet here he is, sat on a live stream, pity me Brian, telling everyone that he's so broke he has to go and buy squash to take the seeds out so he can plant. And that does bring another question here, Brian. You see, you said you were creating this farm, and yet after 6 years you're still sat there, broke ass, looking for an handout, just like the panhandling bum that you are. And after 6 years, why have you never ever done a video showing any profit? It's always a loss, never ever a profit. A panhandler will never tell you how much is in his begging bowl, and the reason being, if there's too much in that begging bowl, he won't get a donation. And Bosshog works on the same principle. He will never ever tell you how much he has earned, if he's had any profit, if he's had any success, because that defeats his narrative. And his narrative is ebegging constantly. And he's not finished yet, guys. I want you to take a look at the ebegger in action yet again. Look at this clip.
Hi, Brian, how's your garage going? Well, the metal frame is for the metal frame. The wood frame is up, but the metal roofing is still at the hardware store, as are the nails and the bags of cement.
So there you are, guys. Bosshog's asked a question about his garage, and this was Bosshog soft ebegging. He turned round and said, well, the frame is up, but the tin roof, along with the bags of cement and the nails, are still in the hardware store. In other words, I'm broke. Is someone out there going to take the hint and send me a donation, send me the money so I can finish my garage off? This is a soft e-begging, panhandling scumbag, and he's not finished yet. There's more. Listen to this next clip.
It wasn't, it wasn't an exorbitant amount of money, but it wasn't free. I mean, 5,000 pesos for books, and it's only, it only goes up from there as the.
So in that clip there, guys, he's talking about little Charlie's education and how it's costing him 5,000 pesos for books. Now, I do recall some time ago that Bing Bang Maria was sponsoring little Charlie, sending a donation every month, I think, for diapers. And there's that fat lump of lad, this swamp tart, sat up there, can't take his own responsibilities on board. He had the child. Why is he sat there complaining and quoting 5,000 pesos for books? He's probably looking for a sponsor, like he had in the past with Bing Maria. This scumbag never lets up, e-begging at every opportunity. But I've got a couple of more clips for you to look at, guys, and this just about sums up the lump of lard, because it does not matter whether it's a live stream or a video, a dirt video, a farm update video. This scumbag will always get his e-begging. That's the whole point of his channel. It's not about learning about farming. It's not about entertainment of any kind. It's all about his opportunity, the panhandler, to get his e-begging. Listen to the scumbag.
So we're just going to have to get a full can of seeds, like 3,100 pesos. That's a big bite for us at the moment, but you got to do what you got to do. We have to. These next 2 months are going to be pretty stressful for the wallet because the fish are getting bigger. They're eating more and more every day, and we still have to get these fields done. And we're a couple months away from a harvest on the fish as well, so they're a pretty big drain on what we've got going on, dollar-wise, peso-wise, whatever you want to call it, with and talk to, and Tata basically raised E-Boy from a little boy, and so they get along well. They work together well. I wish we could give him more salary, but
so there you heard him. There's his opportunity. He's doing a dirt video, his video on the ground. There's no real content in the video except the fact that he's getting his e-begging. 3,000 pesos for a tin of seeds, squash seeds. It's big money that for us, he says, but you've got to do what you've got to do. It's going to be stressful, he said, the next 2-3 months on the farm, because the fish are getting bigger, they're eating more, and it's stretching our pockets. The dollar or the peso, he says. So now it seems the tilapia are becoming a bit of a drain on the dollar, the peso, he says. But a couple of months ago, he said this.
I anticipate that because the squash harvests are picking up now, that we can utilize a decent portion of the profits from the squash to fund this tilapia rebirth, I guess you could say.
So there you heard him say it, guys, a few months ago, that the profits from the squash were going to fund the tilapia. He's not harvested any squash for about two and a half months. So now the tilapia are becoming a drain. And before long, he'll be looking for an handout. Because not only has he not harvested any squash, he won't be harvesting any tilapia also. And then, of course, in the last clip, Tatai and E-Boy are making those nets, and he wishes he could pay E-Boy some salary. At the moment, I think E-Boy's probably on noodles and pork bone soup, but this is Bosshog at his best. He is an absolute swamp tart. Hasn't got a pot of piss in, professes to be the best foreign farmer in the Philippines, professes to be 31 years successful in business, and yet he's ebegging every opportunity that he can. So Bosshog went to the Philippines 6 years ago and set up his YouTube channel with no experience, by the way, despite the bullshit he spews, no experience of farming before. Now, that in itself should have been a warning. But then, when he turned around and said that without any pension, without any savings, the alarm bells should have been ringing very loudly. Now, this scumbag is at his day. In the past, he's ripped a lot of people off, he's scammed a lot of people, but he's been sussed out and things are getting tough, and the big fat lump of lard is getting more brazened because every video, every other word is a hint that he needs help. And like the panhandling scumbag that he is, he's not going to stop until he's either deported or the money dries up and he has to get his sorry ass down to the airport via a GoFundMe for a plane ticket and get him back to where he belongs, in Chico, California, panhandling, preferably outside of Walmart. So guys, till the next time when we expose this scumbag yet again, bye for now.
Final push to get this farm just crack-a-lacking.